bicycle, but I never have to roam. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. Everything is magical, even when she's not around. No, it's not that radical, I just know what I have found. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. She's making my life so much stronger. God, let me stay just a little bit longer. She's the one. Yeah, she's the one. Yeah.
Welcome to JC Stocks and Market Show for June 29th, 2022. I am JC. I've been investing in the stock market for 40 years. Actually, more than that. I made good picks and not so good picks. My intention with these podcasts are to share my unique thoughts and opinions on individual stock and ETFs, with an emphasis on dividend-paying securities, which are my favorites. During some shows, we might stray into big-picture topics, government politics, Federal Reserve, current events, markets in general, or just anything that rattles around in my melon. To help me deliver the true picture to the listener, and I hope you find it rewarding, I have a blog online called JC's Stocks and Markets. It's on Blogger. This blog will have graphics, charts, lists, facts, and any helpful statistics that will back up my my arguments on the stocks that I'm looking at today. The information will be posted on the blog prior to the podcast being uploaded, so you might see that first. The blog can be found at jcstocksandmarkets.blogspot.com. That's JC's Stocks and Markets at .blogspot.com. The opinions that you're going to hear are my own, and they're just that. They're opinions. I've been investing in the stock market for 40 years, and I just want to share what I think will help the average investor. And I'd like to make some money for folks, including myself. By all means, though, I ask that everyone do their due diligence, just like you do with any other investment, whether it's land, stocks, commodities, what have you. Do your due diligence before investing any money into anything. Stock picks I'm showing you are no exception, so please do your own due diligence. Let's get to the stock that I'm going to talk about today. It's Main Street Capital Corporation. The symbol is MAIN, M-A-I-N. And straight out of Yahoo Finance, Main Street Capital Corporation is a business development company specializing in equity capital to lower middle market companies. The firm is specializing in recapitalizations, management buyouts, refinancing, family estate planning, management buyouts, refinancing, industry consolidation, mature later stage emerging growth. The firm also provides debt capital to middle market companies for acquisitions, management buyouts, growth financings, recapitalizations, and refinancing. The firm seeks to partner with entrepreneurs, business owners, and management teams, and generally provides one-stop financing within its lower middle market portfolio. It prefers to invest in air freight and logistics, auto components, building products, chemicals, commercial services, computers, construction and engineering, consumer finance, consumer services, electronic equipment, energy equipment and services, financial services, healthcare equipment, healthcare providers, hotels, restaurants and leisure, internet software and services, IT services, machinery, oil, gas and consumable fuels, paper and forest products, professional industrial services, road and rail, software, specialty retail, communication, consumer discretionary, energy, materials, technology, and transportation. That is one heck of a sentence. The firm typically invests in lower middle market companies, generally with annual revenues between $5 and $300 million. It prefers to invest in ranging between it prefers to invest in a range between $2 million and $75 million in equity investment. I changed the wording there. An enterprise value in range between $3 million and $20 million. The firm typically prefers to invest in the range of $5 to $50 million per transaction in debt investment value, and in the range of $1 million to $20 million in general EBITDA. The firm's middle market investments are made in businesses that are generally larger in size than its lower middle market portfolio companies. It takes 5% minority and up to 50% majority equity investments. Main Street Capital Corporation was founded in 2007 as it's based in Houston, Texas, with an additional office in Poland. The market capitalization of Main as of today is a little over $2 billion. One thing I want to get into now with this company is just the types of, it's very solid. This company has done well over the years since it's incorporated its 2007 IPO. And I'll share some of the statistics with you. I got some information from the Main website, and it includes a lot of good information about this company that'll help you and help me a lot as far as understanding what they're all about, what they're doing for us, the shareholder. Their investment strategy invests debt and equity in underserved lower middle markets, provided debt investments originated directly by Main or through strategic relationships or other investment funds, as in private loans. And they have debt investments in middle market companies, a little larger companies. Main is internally managed. There's no external management fees. And their total operating and administrative costs, I thought this was interesting. It's 1.5%. I don't know that that's low, but it's fairly low. It's not too bad. Here's what I like from their information online. They have a recurring monthly dividend. They pay monthly dividends, and their current yield is about 6.3%. It's a little bit higher than that right now because the company's a little bit lower in price, and they've paid out a little bit more. They actually added a little bit of a couple of non-recurring distributions to boost up that percentage. I think it's closer to 6.7% right now. Here we go. They paid supplemental dividends of 7.5 cents a share in both March and June. In fact, they just paid the one in June. I think it was yesterday or the day before. This is the fact that I really like about this company. They pay monthly dividends, and 33 cents per share in the fourth quarter 2007. That's where it started. Now they're up to 64.5 cents per share for the third quarter of 2022, or $2.58 per share annualized. The cumulative dividends, and this is striking, and listen to this, this is incredible here. The cumulative dividends paid or declared from October 2007 IPO through the third quarter of 2022. Now, keep in mind, this stock is trading for just a little over $38 a share, $38.20 as of today. They've paid out $34.26 per share, and they pay dividends monthly. Incredible. Their portfolio, their revenue sources, incomes, tax flows, and dividends is very diversified. And this is right off their website again. Anyone can read this, but I'm summarizing this for you. They have investments in 190 portfolio companies. Average investment size is $17 million. The largest total investment an individual portfolio company represents 2.8% of total investment income and 2.4% of total portfolio fair value. So it's really diversified on the number of loans they have, or number of investments they have, and geographically where they invest the money, as well as the types of company, machinery, internet software, diversified consumer services, professional services. And there's about 40 on this list, and they're all anywhere between 8% and 1%. I'm telling you, it's diversified, it's well run, it's well managed, it's diversified in industry, it's diversified in types of investments, it's even diversified in geography. I'm looking at a map showing the geography of their investments. 22% in the Northeast, 13% in the Southeast, 15% in the Midwest, 21% in the Deep South, and 29% in the Far West, which is basically from Colorado on to California. The last piece of incredible information to tell you on this company, and I really do love this company, and I've had shares in it a couple times, and I've got a nice investment in it now. The total return since the 2007 IPO of Maine, now it's 15 years, is 853%. So you're talking 8.5 times. If you had $100,000 in this thing, 2007, you would have 853,000 right now. It's phenomenal. Monthly dividends of 21.5 cents per share, or $2.58 per share per year. They also pay occasional supplemental dividends, and I explained the two that were passed out this year, and it's sporadic. Maine, they're a money-making entity, and they're growing, albeit slowly, but they cover their dividends, and they cover them actually quite well. Recent earnings estimates, $2.98 per share for 2022 is the estimates. 2023 is $3.11 per share. Also, what's interesting about this company, the things have been getting a little tougher and tighter and everything. Earnings estimates have actually increased over the 60 to 90-day period for Maine. And remember, they pay out $2.58 per year. We're looking at earnings of $2.98 this year, $3.11 next year. And that seems to be growing. Now, if I go to the chart for Maine, and you'll see that on the blog, that's jcstocksandmarkets.blogspot.com, jcstocksandmarkets.blogspot.com. I've got two graphs up there, courtesy of stockcharts.com. One is a 3-month chart daily, and one is a 2-year chart weekly. From what I can see from these charts, it's pretty well at the top of its Bollinger Bands for at least the short term. My advice, it's at $38.20 per share as of today. I personally am looking to add more at anything under $35 per share. That you get almost a 7% dividend. In fact, a little more than 7% dividend at that point. Plus, this company is growing and making money. I think that you're looking at a company that's solid, diversified, and it's going to continue to grow. So here's the scoop. Like I said, I own Maine. My average purchase price is $37.21. Right now, it's $1 more than that, $38.20. My strategy here with Maine is that if it pulls back to $35 per share or lower, I'll definitely get ready to pull the trigger to buy more. I may even double down on this. My 1-year target for Maine, and the rationale for it is really it's the earnings growth and the dividends. I just think it's going to do well. It's going to grow. There's nothing that's going to stop this thing. It's in good companies. Do your diligence and see exactly what they're into. But my 1-year target is $41 a share for Maine. It might not sound like a big stretch. Maine doesn't move a whole lot, It's very steady. It pays out consistently, I should say, on a monthly basis. And again, this company, Maine, my recommendation is if you've got a 401k or an IRA, gosh, use this as a drip, as a good solid anchor in your portfolio. The 21.5 cents per share, you could reinvest those in more Maine shares every month. If it goes down, you're buying more shares. If you wanted to buy and hold Maine with an original purchase price, say 35 to, I don't know, let's say even up to $38 per share, I think in 20 years you would be really pleased. I mean, if you look at that other statistic I gave you, since 2007 IPO, this is up 850%, and that's 15 years. I'm not saying you're going to match that, but you could. And they're paying out. They're paying out close to 7% right now. The one last thing I want to tell you is that with Maine, they reward shareholders for sure, but the executives own a whole lot of this company to the tune of about $130 million in a $2 billion market cap. So they're in it. They're in it to they've got a skin in the game. And they're gonna do everything in their power to try to get that, obviously, to boost their own war chest or portfolio. So I'd like to thank you for listening. Appreciate everything, all the listeners. I hope that you get something out of this, and there will be more to come. Thank you very much, and enjoy.
Beautiful, but I know my way back home. A loving girl is physical, but I never have to roam. Well, she's always there for me. It's simple, can't you see? She's the one. Oh, she's the one. Everything is magic.